Hi guys, it is your coach Bree here. I just wanted to make this video today because we are dubbing it Tasty Tuesday, and I know a lot of you have messaged me and asked me privately questions about your meal planning, your guide, how to create your week of meals, and how to make it easy. So I've been getting a lot of questions in this group about that. So I wanted to make a video explaining and helping you so that we are successful every single week throughout this whole challenge. Now, don't be afraid to post questions in the group. I don't check my personal messages all the time, so either check in with our group message going or text me. That would be way easier to make sure you get answer right away. Okay, so the first thing is first, and I had a page of notes. I don't know where it went, so I'm just going to wing this. But when you are planning your week out, you want to get your book, whatever program you have, whether it's PIO, 21 Day Fix. I think that's the only people, that's all we're doing in this group. T25 maybe. I want to make sure that you are following your booklet because that's going to be your resource for the food lists that you should be eating, the amounts you should be eating, and your calorie bracket that you should be within for this journey. So when you're figuring that out, it's basically your basal metabolic rate, and what it's figuring out is basically how much your body needs to sustain and be healthy at just like a no workout rate. So if you were to sit on the couch each day, how much food do you need? How many calories do you need to survive? Okay, so then you're going to figure out your workouts and what you're burning and add in that, and then this is going to calculate how many calories you're going to need. So we're going to work on portioning so you're not counting calories every day. Hopefully you've been working on portions and kind of control through the day of what you're eating. So hopefully you've got that down last week. So as you prepare in advance, you're going to need to look at your week and say, when do I have a day that I have an hour to 3 hours that I know I've gotten my groceries for the week, that I can prep my meals. I basically cook a protein, so whether that's ground turkey into a soup or meatballs or turkey burgers or just grind it up, mash it up and cook it so I can put it on salads or make taco salad, whatever. Or I do chicken in the oven. Take a couple chicken breasts, keep them whole, season them. I try to stay away from too much salt, so do a no sodium seasoning. I like garlic powder, onion, herbs. I like spicy, so Cajun, anything that's your preference. So you season it. I like doing vegetable broth, so no sodium, no salt added, no sugar added, vegetable broth. You can do chicken broth if you want. But because it's chicken, I just use vegetable broth. I pour probably like a cup, so you have like a 1/4 inch in the bottom of the pan. I have like a foiled pan, and then I just stick that in the oven at 350 for about an hour. Cut into it, make sure it's cooked, or use a meat thermometer, but an hour should do it for a boneless, skinless chicken breast. So then I let it cool, chunk it up, stick it in a container, and I pour some of that vegetable broth over it to keep it moist all for that couple days or all week long so that it's not dried out and icky. So that is what I do for my proteins. Then you're going to move on to your slow carbs. So this is going to be your rice, sweet potatoes, quinoa, whatever you're picking for that. So prep this, I would say, for 3 to 4, maybe even 5 days, depending on how busy your weeks are. If you're like me, I stay at home, I'm really busy, but I do like prepping about 3 to 5 days at a time. 7 days is too long. I know then food goes to waste because things come up and it doesn't get all eaten. So I try to do 3 to 5 days. So then you're going to cook your brown rice on the stove or your quinoa on the stove, or sweet potatoes. I like wrapping individually. I just scrub them, poke some holes in them so they don't explode, wrap them in foil, cook them again in the oven with the chicken. And so you can do it that way, and then I just cut them in half and stick them in a container, so I have that ready to go. Vegetables, if you are on the go and needing it to grab for work, I would recommend cooking, pre-steaming, and putting them in individual Ziploc baggies, and you can either freeze them so that you can microwave them at work or stick them in your refrigerator. I like just chopping my veggies and preparing them without cooking them, and then I just cook them when I'm ready for them. So that's totally up to you. Steamed broccoli, green beans, kale, spinach, all that is great. You can pre-cook it. It's not going to get icky, or just eat it raw. So if you don't have time to cook it, just eat it. It's delicious. I just season it with a little bit of coconut oil. Especially my favorite is green beans, steamed for 5 minutes so they're still kind of crunchy, and just like half an inch of water. Just get it to a boil. Stick a handful of your green beans, so about like a fistful. Steam them for 5. Put like half a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then season with a little bit of sea salt and pepper. It's so good. Anyway, I eat that for a snack a lot too. So that's your vegetables. And then I would normally have spinach, romaine. Stay away from iceberg. It's a lot of water, no nutritional value. I wouldn't be using that as your lettuce option. So try to stick to dark leafy vegetables. The darker the better. You think color, think dark, think rich. Beets, spinach, kale, tomatoes, radishes, cauliflower, broccoli. Cauliflower doesn't have color. It's probably not as nutritional as some of them, but it does have really good vitamins in it. So try to stick to your list of foods in your booklet. They are there for a reason. If you're doing 21 Day Fix or PiYo, I believe, the food list is in order of nutritional preference. So meaning at the top of the list is your best foods. And as you go down the list, it's going to be foods that, I wouldn't pick from as much. The top is where you want to try to stay in the top 5 is where I would say. Not so much for the vegetables and stuff, but other things, your yellow container and your blue container, stuff like that. Try to stick to the top for the most part when you're prepping for your week. Okay, so then you just pick out your several items for the week. Keep it simple. Don't read too much into it. Don't try to be making elaborate recipes. You can get there with your clean eating, and trust me, I've been eating clean for a while, and you got to get creative so you don't start going crazy eating chicken and broccoli every day. But for the most part, I like keeping it simple. I like making it easy. I like knowing that I'm hitting on the mark every day what my nutrition should be. So I prep my chicken, I prep my rice or my quinoa or whatever, and I have my vegetables, and then I make sure I have a couple pieces of fruit, and I'm good to go. And then I know what I'm going to make for my shakes that week. I normally keep them the same, and then I'll switch them up the next week. So fresh fruit can go bad. If I buy raspberries, I know I'm going to do vanilla, raspberries, cinnamon, coconut milk that week. But obviously, play with it. Find your favorite flavor. Share them with the group if you experiment with your Shakeology and you find one you like. I hope this helped. So portion-wise, if you're not doing the 21 Day Fix and you don't have the containers, it's very important that you're watching how much you're eating of each food group. So your protein, just think your palm of your hand. It should cover, it shouldn't go over, so just fit right in the palm. Your vegetables should be 2 fists. So they can be healthy fists. I like spinach, I like lettuce, I like eating. So I make them very healthy. If you're going to overindulge, if you're hungry, eat more vegetables. That's going to make you feel full, and it's not going to ruin your success for that day as much as, say, more protein or sugary or salty, or fruit has a lot of sugar. So try to keep to the less fat. The vegetables are a good extra added bulking food group. So say at the end of the night you're still hungry, I would say grab celery. It's a 0-calorie snack because it takes you as many calories to digest it as it is to eat it. So that's a good tip too. You can Pinterest search 0-calorie foods. And I'm not saying eat those all the time, but if you need an extra snack or you're feeling like you're hungry, if you are feeling really hungry, let's reevaluate. Get with me. We'll reevaluate where your food bracket should be. We'll make sure you're getting enough calories. Also, evaluate how much water intake you have. I've been drinking a gallon of water since February. Pretty much every day since February, I've drinking a gallon of water. And that has helped me immensely in feeling full, feeling filled up, nourished, energy-wise. I'm good for the day. I can tell when I'm lagging that I'm probably not where I should be with my gallon of water for that day. So make sure you have a container that you know just how much you need for each day to get that gallon in, or at least half your weight in ounces in water. So like for me, I don't know if you saw my picture I posted today with my water bottle. If I drink 3 of those, I know I've gotten a gallon in. And I drink so much water. I think I drank 3 of those by like 2 o'clock today. So I almost got 2 gallons in. You want to be careful that you're not chugging a gallon at night. Don't say, oh shoot, I forgot to drink water, and go chug a gallon, because it can mess with your body's chemistry, and you don't want any of your electrolytes and all that good stuff getting messed up. Okay, so I'm rambling. It's been a 10-minute video. I hope this helps. So for Tasty Tuesday, let's recap. Let's make sure we are planning ahead. If it means that you have to prep on your day off, or if it means you have to come home and spend an hour late at night cooking your meats, whatever, or get up an hour early, make sure you have a plan. So today, I challenge you to post what you've prepped this week or planned for this week to be successful. Did you get a grocery list and take it to the grocery store? Have you done that yet? Have you not? If not, when you do that, post it to the group. I want to see you prepping. I want to see you posting your grocery list, and I want to see you posting your meal plan. This way I know you're staying on track. You're all doing great with posting your nutrition each night. I'm really proud of you guys. For the most part, I've seen pretty decent, well-balanced days. Sorry about the beeping. But I think that it'll really help you, and that way I can see if you need help or ideas or anything like that. So Tasty Tuesday, let's go for it. Let's try to make today great. I look forward to seeing all your meal plan prep / grocery list meal planning photos today. And let's rock this week.